So first deal, 35 grand. What was that? Was it a wholesale?
Yeah, it was a wholesale deal to an investor I already knew, so I sold it to him.
What kind of ups and downs did you have in 2024?
So 2024,
That's your plan, is to sell the houses at 80% of ARV.
I have, so if someone invests
Yeah.
from like during the construction phases,
Yeah.
again, it's already fully filled. Like I have one investor that has already committed to the whole thing, but I have so many people that are constantly asking me, hey, do you have any opportunity for me? You know how hard wholesaling can be,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
a moving target, like you said earlier.
Once you figure out how difficult it is operationally, then you very quickly decide
Yeah.
it's not for everyone, you know. So it was actually losing money?
It was losing money. Oh yeah, it was losing a lot of money because these guys would put someone. Owner financing became a new thing in our business. So we have kind of stabilized. We buy cash and creative equally because we are not going crazy with it because markets have changed, obviously.
Welcome to another episode of Pick Up the Phone podcast. I'm your host, 𝐿𝐶𝐬𝐻𝐿. I'm the CEO of Vancom. We help small real estate businesses with CRM, marketing, and AI. Today's guest is Chai, and I might butcher this again, Phansalkar?
Yes,
All right.
that's right.
Awesome. Chai has done over 600 real estate transactions in his career, with one of those being a wholesale deal that made over $1 million in fees. I'm really excited to talk about this one, man. So, and then you've done over 100 loans now in your newest lending company.
Yeah, in our formal lending company. Before that, we've been lending before, but it was more private,
Yeah,
just one-on-one. Now it's a company. Now it's a business.
nice, awesome, dude. Well, thank you so much for being here, man. I appreciate it.
And thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Chai, let's start at the beginning, man. Where are you from? You know, when did you get started in real estate? Let's start from the beginning.
Awesome. So, I mean, I came to this country like any other Indian student who comes here. I'm of course, from India. I'm
What part?
from Pune. It's a small city closer to Mumbai. It's like Austin of Mumbai, I like to tell people.
Okay.
Because it's a
Tech.
university town that turned into tech town, just like what happened to Austin.
Awesome.
So I'm from Pune. I came here around 2007 for my graduation for my master's. I have finished my bachelor's in engineering from India and then came here for industrial engineering master's.
What
degree.
school did you go to here?
I went to 𝐸𝐻 College.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So when you got here to Austin right away, you came straight to Houston?
Oh, well, I mean, I was telling you, Pune, where I come from, it is like Austin. So
Right.
back home, it's more like Austin culture where I come from. But
Yeah.
here I came to Houston, obviously.
Got it.
Came to Houston and never left Houston.
Nice.
Many people have to travel because they get a job in other city. So I'm fortunate that I never had to leave Houston. Houston's been amazing. I mean, I'm everything I could have dreamt and then some. I got here in Houston.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
So very grateful to be here, and I don't think I'll ever leave.
Yeah. Same, man. Man, that's awesome. So then you were born in India, and you went to school over there. Then you came over here.
Yep.
You went to school here in Houston, U of H. You did your master's degree here. Where did you go after that?
So after my master's, again, before I came here, I always had this dream to start my own business. I actually attempted to start a business in India.
Yeah.
But then someone gave me this idea, if you're doing it here, why not go try it in America?
Yeah.
But then there was this hurdle to, come here, get your immigration status and all that. So I had to come here for education and then see if I like it and then think of the next steps.
Yeah.
So of course I went through that. I went to school. I got a job. I worked there almost 10 years. I worked for 𝐿𝐶𝐬𝐵𝐿𝐵,
Oh, nice.
oil and gas.
Yeah. I used to work for Halliburton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
What did you do with 𝐿𝐶𝐬𝐵𝐿𝐵?
So 𝐿𝐶𝐬𝐵𝐿𝐵, I was last position I held was a supply chain manager. But I went through manufacturing engineer, then sourcing specialist, then all these things.
Nice.
But supply chain was my personal passion. I loved dealing with other companies, negotiating contracts.
Yeah.
So obviously, I mean, that gravitated me towards real estate because, again, the same skill set you can use here with negotiations and all these things.
Yeah.
But real estate was never in the plan as a business. It was more of at that time, I thought of real estate as my way to invest money, just like anybody else.
Yeah.
But I was trying different things. While I was at Schlumberger, I have looked into buying this restaurant because back home, one of my best friends owned a restaurant and his family owned a restaurant. And I always thought of myself as owning a restaurant because I'm a foodie. I love to cook, and I that was my passion.
Yeah.
I came here, actually got a job in a restaurant, worked there for 2.5 years, and then I decided that okay, this is not for me. I hate it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great business, don't get me wrong, but you have to scale it in order to make it. Otherwise, you're in this. I mean, you don't have a business; you have a job.
Right.
So got out of it. Even, I mean, after that job, I still tried to own a restaurant. Didn't really work very well for me. Then around 2012 is when I first started my business in America, which was in IT servicing side of things, which didn't go very well because we ran into some legal issues and we didn't want to, I mean, we weren't comfortable getting further.
Yeah.
So we scaled back and then started looking for other opportunities. While that was going on, I decided to invest in real estate parallelly, just to invest some disposable income I had at that time.
Right.
Because I think I graduated 2009 and got a job right after. So real estate is how I started investing, but then I quickly found out, oh my gosh, I can buy this. So backstory, Pearland is where I started looking. Okay. So there is this area that they had newer houses, and of course, many new investors, I was not comfortable with buying an older house.
Right.
So I was like, okay, maybe 5 years older or 10 years older, that's enough. So $200,000 houses were renting for what, $1,650 or something, roughly. And then I ran my numbers. I was like, okay, my monthly payment is going to be $1,700. So I only have to put $50 out of my pocket, and 30 years later, this house will be mine. So I was so excited about that that I didn't even think of wholesaling and other things. Of course, I didn't know.
Yeah.
But the reason I thought it was a great plan was because at that time I had already owned one piece of asset.
What was it?
That was in India.
Okay.
And I paid probably similar amount, maybe $150,000, and that was renting for $300.
Wow.
Okay, so the inflation in India is out of control.
Yeah.
But the rents can't catch up to that because the income is not there, right?
Yeah.
So compared to $300 rent, $1,650 was, I mean, a big jump for me.
Right.
So I was super excited about that, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go for it. Until someone literally slapped my hand and told me, stop doing what you're doing and go attend this seminar. I was like, okay.
So you were buying assets and you were net negative $50 a month?
No, I didn't buy it. Okay. I was running numbers to buy it.
Oh, I see.
Until someone, I'm so thankful to that person.
Yeah. Because you were going to be losing $50 a month.
Yeah. But I was still okay with that because I had a job, I had an active income.
Yeah. But you saw it differently. I mean, you weren't even considering all of the other external costs that are going to come up with owning an asset, like the AC breaking down the roof. Yeah. You didn't consider anything of that.
None of that. Because, again, I didn't know how to run numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, I was always entrepreneurial, but I never looked at real estate as a business until that point. So then they put me in touch with this person from Lifestyles Unlimited. Okay. It's Lifestyles. It's a community here in Houston.
Yeah.
So I went to Lifestyles, paid $500, attended their 2-day seminar, and I was like, oh my God, this is crazy.
Right.
You can buy houses discounted in America. So until that moment, fun fact, I had only bought a car discounted. So after that day, I started telling everybody that in America, you cannot buy anything discounted except cars and houses. And in India, you can buy everything discounted except cars and houses. So I bought so of course I ended up buying a house from this wholesaler, and then at closing I saw this fee that he made 10 grand. I was like, why am I paying you 10 grand? He's like, I'm the one who brought you this deal.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, like you can make 10 grand just like that?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, that's called wholesaling. So
Yeah.
then I learned about wholesaling and so on and so forth. Then I didn't look back. I just started a business in real estate. That was,
When was your first deal?
That was in 2015.
2015?
Yeah.
Okay.
2014 is when I started, but 2015 is when I made the purchase.
Yeah. Awesome. So you went right into buying a property from the beginning.
Yeah, so
In 2015.
2012, my first business that I think I got out of it around 2013. 14 is when I started looking into real estate, and then made my purchase in 2015.
And the whole time you had a full-time job.
Yeah.
Were you still
full-time
with
job.
Schlumberger?
I was with Schlumberger. back then.
Nice. Cool. And so walk me through that. Like you did your first deal in 2015. What was next after that?
So in 2015, I saw that, and he made wholesale assignment. So I quickly started learning, there is this business opportunity. I think I want to get into that. So I started talking to people, and I met our famous Moon Kim from Lifestyles. Everybody
course.
knows him.
Yeah.
So Moon was like a godsend like to me, because I mean he is the one who showed me like ropes, taught me what wholesaling is like.
Yeah.
And at that time, I had already paid 20 grand to join Lifestyles, and I had no like appetite to pay another mentorship to learn wholesaling.
Yeah.
So I kept blowing up Moon's phone, and I was like, hey, what is this thing? Like, what is wholesaling?
Yeah.
And he kept saying, I shit you not, like he kept saying, oh, my friend does this pay-per-click.
Yeah.
And for 2 years, I never even tried to Google it. For 2 years, I thought it is pay-per-click. Like,
wait. Paper you thought it was a paper clip?
No, pay-per-click. I was like, I don't even know.
Okay.
Because I was so busy learning the mail marketing. So So after I learned that, I kept ignoring that word pay-per-click.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to ask stupid questions.
Yeah.
Constantly, I'm already asking enough. So
you thought it was going to be another stupid question.
yeah, so he showed me how to do mail marketing, because that was easy. I had to download the list, upload it on like Go Big Yellow Letters, and they send the letters, and
easy.
Everything I
and
can
then wait
do
for
it.
the calls.
Yeah, and I could do all that from my job,
Right.
like from my computer at home or at work. And because I didn't want to go, I didn't have time to go out in the field, do any of that.
Yeah.
So 2016, I sent 300 letters.
300 letters.
300. Like, and I got like 7 or 8 phone calls.
That's really good.
Yeah, and
when was this?
Actually, this was 2015.
2015. Wow.
And I got 2 or 3 appointments from that.
Oh my god.
And then I bought one house in Fresno.
Wow.
And
Those
that
numbers
house
are phenomenal, dude. Now you have to send like 1,000 letters, and maybe you get 5 calls if you're lucky.
So I sent 300 letters. I got these phone calls. I bought a house in Fresno. Like 3 years later, I made 90 grand on that house. I ended up holding it. I was not in the mindset of wholesaling and building active income at the time,
right?
For different reasons. But then literally, it took me 7 to 8 months to gather enough courage to send another 500 letters. Even though I knew I made so much money, I didn't have the balls to actually send like thousands of letters at that time.
Right.
So I sent 500 letters.
Yeah.
Sure. Sure enough, like another deal. I got in Katy for
like 60.
Imagine
if you would have just like doubled down from the beginning?
Oh my God, like crazy.
Yeah.
So I got that house in Katy for 60 grand. That's
60
worth
grand.
like 200 grand today. I still own it.
Yeah.
And I still didn't have the guts to send more letters. So I waited until 2018, which is when I actually built enough courage to send 4,000 letters.
Okay.
And then 3 phone calls. I was like, what's wrong? Did I what just happened?
Yeah.
But you know what had changed?
What's that?
Facebook groups had happened. And everybody knew everything, and mail marketing was so saturated.
Yeah.
I was like, what am I doing wrong? Like I barely got like 2 or 3 interviews, maybe like 1 deal from that. And I was like raving about my experience to my partner who started this new company with me because of my experience.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't think I believe you.
Yeah.
So But
Which partner?
Prakash.
Okay.
So Prakash and I started looking for other opportunities.
Which by the way, I love Prakash, so shout out to him.
Yeah.
When did you guys meet, and how did you guys meet? And let's talk a little bit about partnerships too, because I think you guys have a very successful partnership. And man, that is something that is so rare and so tough to find, in especially in today's society, you know, where there's like
100%.
a lot of distrust, a lot of mistrust between people. It's tough to find like a good working relationship. So I'd love to
100%.
hear about how you guys met, and then how you guys make it work long term, because you guys have been in business together for what, over 10
years.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay,
still
so
partners.
how'd you guys meet? If you're a real estate investor in Houston, Texas, you need to listen up. Andrew Fott with Renovo is the #1 lender with DSCR 30-year fixed loans. He can do 1 to 4 family. He can do 5 units plus. He can do commercial, anything you need. Andrew Fott is your #1 source for long-term financing. Right now, his current rates are high 5s to low 6s. He's got a 1 to 2 points in origination, and he can fund up to 75% loan to value, so he can refinance you, cash you out right out of that hard money loan that you have, no problems. And he's a direct lender, which means that you don't have to go through any AMC BS, right? So what that means is they have an in-house appraiser. No need to chase an appraiser to figure out how they do business. Renovo has it all in-house. They also have a in-house servicing company. So anytime you need any help with tax forms, any help with servicing your loan, Andrew is one phone call or email away to help you out. I'm a testament of this. He has one of my long-term notes, and it's always smooth as pie to get any sort of documents that I need. So Andrew's a relationship-based lender, meaning that if you're trying to figure out something with your loan, he can help you through it, guide you through it, and set you up for success. So if you're interested in a 30-year fixed rate loan, hit up my boy Andrew Fott with Renovo. His phone number is 210-425-2190. If you're a wholesaler in Houston, Texas, 𝐃 Sullivan is the #1 guy to getting your deal sold in as little as 3 days. So 𝐃 Sullivan works for the #1 buyer in all of Houston. This is called New Western. It's a massive operation. They have 20 to 30 dispo agents working around the clock to sell your deal as soon as you get it. All you need to do is, if you have your deal, call up 𝐃. If you give him just 2 to 3 days, if you give him property access, he can get you any number on any deal. They have a full closing team, so you don't have to worry about escrow, transaction coordination, any legal. And that gives you less time selling the property and more time to source your own deals. And that's how you scale your company. 𝐃 Sullivan closed 72 deals last year, so you know that this guy is the real deal and an actual operator. You can reach out to 𝐃 at 409-527-1115.
And I mean, one thing, I mean, shout out to Prakash for being the most like emotionally intelligent person in my life.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful to be in this partnership. Of course, we fight behind closed doors. We argue like everyone does.
Yeah.
But we have never let that affect our personal lives. We have both shown like enough maturity where our kids are still best friends, our wives are still best friends, and we are not just business partners. We are literally like
family.
Yeah.
But
going back, 2012 is when I think 2011 maybe is when I met Prakash through my roommate at the time. Or my college roommate, who is also one of our, core members of our family.
Yeah.
So him and Prakash worked together, Rohan. And Prakash was introduced to me at a party, and we spoke the same regional language back home, so we connected pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And we just started hanging out, like, as friends, going to bars.
Homies.
Yeah. But then both of us were very entrepreneurial, and at the time, Prakash actually brought this first opportunity that we took down together in 2012. The business that didn't go really well actually was introduced to me by him.
Okay.
So things go right and things go wrong all the time, but opportunity is what I mean, what really counts.
Yeah.
Because that's what built our relationship. That is the foundation. And we were always on the same page. We always played with the cards that were dealt.
Mm-hmm. So you kind of knew that like you had something special from the beginning. Yeah. Even though you had a business that maybe failed, you still saw an opportunity that to be able to build something together.
100%, 100%.
Nice.
So, and he was also doing real estate. So I was doing something else in the wholesaling side.
Yeah.
By that time, he had a realtor license, and he was doing MLS scraping. And while I was like sending these letters, he was making offers on MLS, and he had, he had found a really good success with some of the houses he took down as a rental or as a flip.
Yeah.
So we were working towards the same goal. So 2018, I was like, hey, why don't we just work together? Because I think we need to build this wholesale company. And at that time, it was like, I almost thought it was like a secret. I have to keep it to myself. This is so rare. Like,
what's that?
Oh my God, like you call people and they sell you their house at a discount. So I was very naive. But it was funny. But when we started that, it didn't go very well. The marketing was a flop. And then
what kind of marketing did you guys do?
The mail marketing.
Okay, the 4,000.
Because 2015 to 2018, a lot of things had changed on the internet, Facebook.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Facebook groups had happened
I came in like in 2018, and by that time everything was just already competitive. But I was doing cold calling at the beginning, and that worked out really well because a lot of people were not doing it.
Oh, I have a great story about cold calling.
Yeah, we'll get into
cold calling. So again, I called my mentor Moon Kim.
Yeah, shout out Moon Kim.
I always shout him out, but he's nowhere on the internet to look at.
I know, yeah. You know, it's funny. Like I would get emails from Moon Kim all the time, and I'm like, man, I wonder what this guy looks like.
Yeah.
Like I tried looking for him. There was no photos of him.
Nothing, you have never met him?
No. Well, it wasn't. He became a client for my company for Bancom, and we were helping him with some VAs or whatever. And then like I think it was like a lead manager that we helped out with him, and I think I mentioned to him like in one of the calls that I was having. I had a deal and I sent to him, and he's like, "Yeah, we need blah blah blah. We need someone. We need help." And I'm like, "Man, I got you. Let's jump on a Zoom meeting." And so like that was the first time that I met him on a Zoom call. And I'm like,
I can't believe Moon has a Zoom meeting.
Yeah, I know. His partner, Luciano. Yeah. Met them both, and super cool guys. Shout out to them too, man. They were really great clients.
Just fun fact about Moon. Moon is always every year the top producer on lifestyles, selling upwards of 200 deals per year as a lifestyles agent to investors.
Wow.
And with Luciano, who is another beast of a person.
Yeah.
With Luciano and Moon, they do upwards of 200 wholesale deals per year.
Jeez.
And with no presence on the internet. This is all old school style, sending people an email.
Yeah.
All their deals move through New Western. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
If you ever, as a wholesaler, if you ever want to sell deals, Moon is your guy.
Yeah,
with lifestyles at least.
Or send it to me and I'll send it to Moon.
I'll
send it to Chai.
No, but I mean, he doesn't sell it for other people like you do. He only sells it through lifestyle.
Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah,
of course, you are a bigger wholesale. Dispo outlet.
Yeah.
So I think it's best to work with someone like you.
Yeah.
But if you ever want to work with lifestyles directly, that's
for
that's
sure.
A connect.
Yeah, Moon Kim's amazing. I love Moon Kim. But yeah, man. So what happened after you guys got started? All right, let's go back now to the mails.
No, the cold calling.
The cold calling.
So the mails were a flop, and I was like, okay, we are just burning this money. There is no point.
Yeah.
So I called Moon. Moon is like, we are trying cold calling. It's the new thing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, so now I have to ask him all these stupid questions all over again. Okay, how do you cold call? Like, where do you get phone numbers? What is it called?
Yeah.
Then we started like Googling and finding.
What dollar did you use? Mojo?
Oh, no, not even that. So we just found out about skip tracing.
Yeah.
Then we had just learned how to hire a VA. So we looked into areas that we were comfortable in. We didn't even know Philippines is the best place to go. We started looking at India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, because we can relate to those people. We are from there.
Yeah.
So we found this VA from Bangladesh. And because in the interview he said, oh, he knows how to do cold calling. So we were literally relying on him to teach us cold calling.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh yeah, it's called skip tracing. I was like, okay, how do you skip trace?
Yeah.
So then we found these people that, like, you remember LexisNexis?
Yeah.
At that-
Yeah.
So people used to do that, right?
Yeah.
So then someone got, we had a list. Then someone got us like phone numbers or whatever. We gave it to this guy. I was asking him, like, how are you going to call? He's like, you have to buy a dialer for me. Okay, what is a dialer? Like, okay, just do Skype. So I had a Skype account. I used to call my parents. So I was like, okay, I'll just buy a phone number and some minutes for you to call.
Yeah.
Literally, that's how we started. No dialer, nothing.
Wow.
And I kid you not, like, again, another crazy story or crazy, like, that was a turning point for us. The first, I'm not even talking about like the first day or first month.
Yeah.
I'm talking about first phone number this guy calls. First phone number.
Yeah.
Not like made us 35 grand assignment fee.
The very first one.
Phone number. First.
The very first phone
he
number.
Picks up the calls someone, and they want to sell the house because I think it had burned down, and then they had to rebuild.
Yeah.
And then the elderly person they rebuilt for died.
Yeah.
So they just sold it to us. One of our friends bought it for 35 grand. And I was like, this is real.
Yeah.
We have to double down on this strategy.
Yeah.
So that's how we ended up like looking into cold calling. We wanted to learn more. By that time, I was convinced that this business works.
Yeah.
And it took me 4 years, which is shameful. But
no, man. I mean, hey, listen, some people give up after a month, you know?
Course, absolutely.
So kudos to you, because if you wouldn't have quit, you wouldn't be where you're at today.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You wouldn't have wholesaled $1 million deal. You know, you wouldn't have done 100 loans today. So I think timelines, it's all in retrospect. That, like, I feel like we all have a different timeline to get to where we want to go.
Yeah.
Right. And also, I feel like the vision always changes, right? The goal is like a moving target.
100%.
So even if you may set out to do something in business, it might be like, okay, yeah, I want to do that, but maybe I want to do it a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Right. And I think, you're proof of that. And you're even doing new construction now.
Yes.
So, yeah. And I'd love to talk about that in a second. But, so first deal, 35 grand. What was that? Was it a wholesale?
Yeah, it was a wholesale deal to an investor I already knew. So I sold it to him. It was a great deal for him. He still owns it.
Nice.
So after that, we started, like, we really got serious. We wanted to look into what cold calling is like. So we found Brent Daniels. So,
TTP.
Yeah, TTP. At that time, he was the first one who was actually teaching cold calling.
Yeah.
So we joined his community.
He's a godfather.
Amazing guy. Like, one of the most genuine people in the industry.
Yeah.
So we joined his community, learned about like Mojo and all these things, hired a bunch of cold callers, started calling. We ramped up at like our best time. We ramped up all the way to like 5 or 6 callers at the most. And our goal has always been to hold our own real estate. It was never about wholesaling, because the goal was always to build a portfolio. So the first year, I think 2018, we did maybe like 20-ish deals. The next year onwards, like 50 to 70, we were pretty consistent. And then we were ramping up our portfolio. So we never really took the wholesaling company to the next level. We thought about it, at least 100 times, but it's just, you know how hard wholesaling can be. And it's a moving target, like you said earlier.
Once you figure out how difficult it is operationally, then you very quickly decide it's not for everyone, you know.
But around 2019, like I think early 2019 is when we got a phone call from this old lady.
Yeah.
Okay. And she wants to sell this house in Atascocita. Okay. And we went there, looked at the house, and the house was worth like 160. And she was like, she was so adamant about making 130. And I had to put at least 15-20 to fix it with our cost, like as a fellow construction company owner. Our costs are lower than other people. So with that, for any other investor, it would take them 30 grand, and that her price would not make sense at all.
Right.
But she was just very adamant about it. So we told her, okay, sure, let's meet at the house. Okay, we go there. She rolls up in this Bentley, and I was like, oh my god, like who are these people?
Yeah.
And then she's older lady. Her husband like walks out, like 85 years old or something at that time. And then again, we have the same argument. I want 130. Oh, I can't pay more than 110, blah, blah, blah. She's ready to leave. And while walking out the door, she's like, we are from California. We have this 180 unit apartment complex. We are selling. And I just casually, because remember, I come from Lifestyles Unlimited, who specializes in the multifamily education. So my entire reason why I joined, because when I went there for my first training, I found out about wholesaling.
Yeah.
But then they upsell you on this multifamily, and I knew I was going to do multifamily at that time. I was so sure.
Right.
That's why I paid for the highest membership. But because of my immigration situation, I couldn't do all that. So I was very well versed with multifamily. And when she told me about that 180 unit apartment complex, I asked, my eyes lit up, obviously. So I asked her, okay, how much do you want for it?
Yeah.
She's like, maybe like 5 million or something. I was like, and so I ran the numbers. I was showing Prakash. She wants like 40 some per door.
Wow.
And I was like, that's unreal.
Yeah.
And I didn't know until then, I didn't know what Beaumont looks like. Okay.
So
this was in Beaumont. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the very rough part of Beaumont.
Yeah.
So, and I was like,
so 40 door might be a little high.
Then walking her to the car, we asked her, okay, how much do you want for this house? 130. Okay, done deal.
Yeah.
So we were like, but give us an opportunity on this apartment complex.
Yeah.
So she's like, sure, let's do it. So we signed the contract on the house. We knew we were going to lose money, which we actually did not. That was a miracle. We made like $2,000 on it.
Yeah.
But we went to her, like we set up our next meeting. We went to her house. We signed the contract for like 5.5 million because she said like, okay, why would I sign with you when someone is already offering me this? We were like, okay, let's sign at a higher number that you're comfortable with. So we did, and we put down 55 grand non-refundable earnest money on that deal.
Really?
And we were like, it's all or nothing.
Yeah.
So we just went in with her, and then that deal went through so many negotiations.
Yeah.
By the time we actually
got it,
it was down to like 4.7 or something.
4.7.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we brought her down significantly.
What cost all those negotiations?
Because when we went there, we saw the apartment was clean. Okay, apartment complex was clean. But this couple, they were black family from California, amazing people. Like they've made a ton of money in their life. Literally, when I went to their house, I saw same exact Bentley in another color. I was like, oh my God, who are these people?
Yeah.
Like amazing, like big house. And they were like missionaries. They used to do a lot of charity in Africa, and they just wanted to help people. Like, so that's the kind of people they were. So they stood by their word and let us, they gave us a chance. So I'm so grateful for them that, without them, I wouldn't have been I've had that opportunity and I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
So I go there, we look at the apartment complex, it's clean, and in a very rough area. Okay. And I was like, oh my God, this looks amazing. And then, so we started digging into their financials, and of course the financials
non-existent.
Non-existent.
Right.
So I bring in my mentor from Lifestyles to look at all these things.
Moon Kim.
Not Moon, actually. So the guy, his name is Lee. So Lee was specializing in that area, like Beaumont, Port Arthur. So we went to the apartment complex again with Lee and then showed him the financials. His first words were like, I have never seen an apartment complex that loses that much money and is still clean and no drug activity whatsoever. Like it was clean, like nothing. There was no trash outside, nothing.
Yeah.
And So that led to our negotiations, and
Yeah.
then we came.
So it was actually losing money.
It was losing money. Oh yeah, it was losing a lot of money because these guys would put someone like a good people in the apartments, and if they can't pay, it's okay. Like that's how they were.
Yeah.
And they were. I mean, the wife was like in 70s, husband was in 80s. They were not doing that for money.
Yeah.
Okay, so they wanted to sell that and just give that money to their kids.
Yeah.
And just move on at that time. But so, long story short, we had this apartment complex was split into like two campuses. One campus was like really tiny apartments, 120 units, and really big apartments, garden style. In another campus, 60 units.
Okay.
So our mentor was excited about the 60 unit apartment complex because of the price tag we had it at. So we ended up selling that apartment complex, like the one campus for 120 unit for to another lifestyles buyer who took it down and really did well. Did really well after. And then we bought it ourselves. The other one, we made a small assignment fee in that, and then put that assignment fee back in the deal and sat on it like 2 years.
Okay. What was the reason that you guys sat on it?
Because we saw a lot of upside happening on that. Again, a lot of things happened, a lot of drama. Our mentor became the lead on that apartment complex because we had other businesses to do. So we chose not to be the lead. He did a great job of like stabilizing the whole thing, but made silly mistakes like not buying insurance. And then we had a storm. So we had a lot of expense from the storm. So a lot of things went wrong.
Yeah.
Even in spite of having the mentor as the lead investor.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
So anyways, after that, we ended up buying it back from the partnership for the same price. Nobody made any money. But then we found this amazing investor who came forward, and we were able to wholesale it back to him. So we did a double wholesale on that 160 unit and then one-time wholesale fee on the 120 unit. And combined, it was almost $1 million.
Very cool.
So it was one of the best deals of our career. Of course, Brent Daniels was excited. Like he put us on his podcast 2 times. So a lot of people knew about us.
Yeah.
Then by the time we joined this other community, Sub 2, Pace, us and Pace already knew of each other because of these podcasts. Pace gave us a lot of opportunity. So I think that deal was the, game changer for my life, at least.
Right.
So, that $1 million went, of course, a long way in terms of investing.
Right.
But the opportunity was,
just priceless.
10 times bigger.
We're talking about it right now here still. And,
exactly.
Like, what is it, like 7 years later?
Every podcast, sometimes I get invited on podcasts just because they saw my podcast on $1 million assignment. The only other person I have seen making that kind of assignment is the land guy here.
Yeah.
He showed me one of his assignments. Closer to 800.
Yeah, he was. I think $700,000 for a land deal.
Yeah.
So it's pretty incredible. There's so much opportunity in real estate.
Yeah.
And even like, I think it was almost like unheard of for someone to make $700,000 from land. Actually, I take that back. Now that I just got back from California, dude, I was just out there, and like these landmen that sell big parcels of land.
Oh yeah.
It is insane. Ranches that are thousands of acres, and they make a lot of money. So like multi-million-dollar deals there.
But oftentimes, like, these are the companies, right? They are actually buying it, sometimes adding like doing entitlements to the land. And
so the guy that I met, dude, so John Rickey, he was one of my he's a really good friend of mine and a guest here on the podcast. But I flew out to California, and his dad used to be is still a realtor that sells deals to like movie stars. Like I think he sold like a large parcel of land, like some thousands of acres, to Steven Seagal.
Oh.
Yeah. So not all of them. They're in California, right? So a bunch of like movie stars out there, a bunch of people that have money. So They go out and they contact this guy. His name's Don Ricky. Hey Don, I want to buy a ranch.
Yeah.
And so he goes and he sells him a
He's
ranch.
the hookup.
Yeah, he's a hookup with the land, and I think he's like 85 years old now.
Oh my gosh.
Still selling properties out there.
Crazy.
To this day. It's pretty incredible. I interviewed him too. I need to work on that podcast so I can put it out.
Nice.
Yeah, but anyway, where were we?
So yeah, the $1 million deal was a game changer. I think it got us so much opportunity in terms of money and just word of mouth.
Yeah.
Everything. So after that, we didn't never look back. We doubled down on our marketing, did everything a wholesaler should do until we hit COVID.
Yeah.
By the time COVID hit, I think we had already joined Sub2 community. By that time, we were in this like growth mode. We were joining a community every year. Okay. Because we wanted new opportunities to like network, and I was still pretty camera shy, pretty social media shy by that time. I wish I wasn't, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So I was finding my way through networking.
Yeah.
So I joined Sub2 community. I think I joined one more in between. But after I joined Sub2 community, I met a few people that actually helped me like set a podcast with them. And then I took that podcast to Pace one day and told him, hey, I mean, because we were experienced investors by that time.
Yeah.
And, every community is going to get a lot of newbies. So we were telling people, yeah, we've done this, we've done that. And that $1 million deal had already put us on the map. So a lot of people knew us. So a lot of these students of Pace Morby used to call us.
Yeah.
Hey, how do I do this? I mean, how do you underwrite deals? What is underwriting? I don't think anybody ever spoke about this word underwriting in Sub2 community until I started teaching underwriting. So one day I was at some event and I was talking to Pace. I told him, hey, all your students like constantly, call me and I have to explain how to analyze a deal or underwrite a deal one-on-one. Is there any opportunity that, and I would love an opportunity to serve your community because it's giving me so much. And he's like, oh my God, like that is amazing. Like, how Pace is like, if he likes the idea, he's going to go for it.
Yeah.
And then we showed him all these like videos we were doing about underwriting and how much response we were getting. So Pace is like, 2 days later, Pace calls me, hey, I have a spot open on Saturday. Someone decided to, walk away from this spot. So do you want it? Of course. So we start underwriting, Zoom in Sub2 community with Pace. Second Zoom call, we had 545 students attend. I still have a screenshot on my.
Jeez.
So Pace was blown away, like how much people want this, right? So after that, now there is underwriting call every day in the community. I still teach 1 or 2 days.
Yeah.
And of course, Pace has grown tremendously since
then.
That time.
Yeah.
But again, he's a great friend, amazing person.
Yeah.
But that opportunity just took us from that $1 million. That $1 million assignment started to look like nothing with that opportunity.
Right.
Because Sub2 community, we never thought Sub2 community is going to grow like this. Now we have 20,000 paid students, and then Gator has another 10-15,000 paid students. So with that much reach, we started getting so many deals that we almost shut down our wholesaling operation at that time.
Yeah.
But before that, 2020, when the COVID hit, everybody was scared. We scaled down. We fired all our callers. We had like 4 agents going for appointments at that time. We fired all of them and literally just closed down our business almost.
Wow.
And then we started seeing all these property values skyrocketing and going crazy. So we doubled down 2 months later and did the most wholesale volume we ever did, and bought 50 homes in that year.
Wow.
2020 and 2021. So, and after that, we completely closed our wholesale business because the opportunity with Sub2 community had skyrocketed and we were doing really well from word of mouth.
What was the What was the opportunity that came from the sub 2 community?
I mean, just by teaching students, our name was out there and everybody wanted to work with us. That they were sending us deals. And at that time, I mean, it was the tail end of COVID when interest rates went up like crazy. And the whole, the prices of homes that went up during COVID started to come down. So wholesaling started to, I mean, the future of wholesaling was not looking great.
Yeah.
But the future of creative finance was looking amazing because the creative finance homes were still selling at 2% interest rate, 3% interest rate.
Yeah.
And we were getting a ton of them. So we started wrapping homes. So after those 40, 50 homes in 2020 and 2021, we stopped buying cash and started buying creative because that opportunity started growing. And every year we pivoted really well. And that's, I mean, I attribute our success to pivoting. Every year we have been able to successfully pivot to the right strategy until maybe last year when I think our lending is probably going to be a pivot for a while because it takes time, one, to build a lending company, and second, it's active income and it's not going to die even in like markets, like higher or lower markets, right? I mean, up or down, upturn or downturn.
Right.
So lot of creative deals. We bought a ton of them and wrapped a ton of them. Owner financing became a new thing in our business. So we have kind of stabilized. We buy cash and creative equally because we are not going crazy with it because markets have changed, obviously. Interest rates went up and whole with this immigration scene, owner finance is also not looking really good. I don't know about like your business, how it's looking. But the next pivot, and that was always in the plan. Our goal was to build our passive income first, quit our jobs based on that, and then start building active income businesses.
Yeah.
And we did just that. I mean, around 2020 when COVID hit, I mean, I was like this close to quitting my job. But then COVID hit and I was home and I was like, I'm getting free salary. Why am I quitting?
Why would you quit? Guys, if you're doing business in Houston and you don't have a great title company, I highly recommend you guys to use Natalie Murillo with Black Label Title. They were awarded the best title company in 2026 by Houston Latino Magazine. But I think what's truly impactful of working with Natalie is that her title company can do pass-through funding for A to B closings. If you're an investor, this is very important to you because it means that you don't need to have your own funds to be able to finance an A to B closing on a double close. You can use the funds from the C to B to fund A to B transaction. If you don't understand what that means, reach out to Natalie. She can explain it all to you. More importantly, you can make a very big assignment fee without your buyer or your seller finding out what that fee is. So it's a great opportunity to get with a investor-friendly title company. They also do blind HUDs, assignments, novations, subject to wraps. And so they close in all Texas counties, right? So they can do e-signing. You know, you don't even have to have a closing in the title company, right? They do CE classes. Listen, guys, if you're wholesaling or you're investing in Texas, you need to call Natalie Murillo with Black Label Title. And the link for Natalie is going to be in the show notes. So the number for Natalie Murillo is 936-442-8486. Make sure you mention Josue Llanas with Pick Up the Phone Podcast. If you're a real estate investor anywhere in the United States, you need to listen up. GetHardMoney.com is a free platform for real estate investors. You can find local hard money, connect with the lender directly, request term sheets, and chat all in one single place. What I really like about the website is that they have free tools. They have built-in AI comping. They have flip property calculators. They have cash to close calculators. Everything's 100% free. You don't even need to sign up to be able to use their calculators, which I find extremely useful whenever I'm running numbers on a property. So it's going to be free all the time, no cost ever. So if you're investing and you need a lender connections or you need deal analysis tools, it's a no-brainer, right? It's a no-brainer sign up. So the way to sign up is you go to GetHardMoney.com and the link is going to be in the show notes.
So I still went on for like few months and then I told my manager was very supportive. He knew of all this plan.
Yeah.
So I told him, hey, I have a bigger fish to fry here. I mean, the
Yeah.
opportunity is growing every day, so I can't focus on my job. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So I quit in the middle of 2020, I think.
Very good.
And then lending company, well, 2023 is when we actually started talking about lending as a company.
Right.
So until then, we were focused on like owner financing all these homes that we had purchased, stabilizing the portfolio, and building active income through flipping.
Got it.
So our active income was only coming from flipping for the until 2023, and wholesaling. Some part of it was wholesaling, but most of it was everything in house. Like we were either holding it or flipping it ourselves.
Yeah.
What else? So then that's when the lending company was born, and and that was another turning point in my career that I think I'm super excited about till today. And I mean, that's my main focus.
Yeah.
Since, I mean, 24 is when we really went through a lot of ups and downs. 25 is when we actually stabilized the lending company. And I think 2026 is going to be our growth year.
Yeah. What kind of ups and downs did you have in 2024?
So 2024, I mean, you know, some of our partners. So 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞. 𝐾𝐨𝐬𝐫𝐞 is our CPA. Javed is a very good friend of ours and a mentor who actually showed me the ropes of. I mean, I was already doing my own hard money lending with my own money from my IRA. But then he showed us what banks look like and how to get money from the banks.
Broker loans from banks, yeah.
So, I mean, brokering is one thing, but now we have credit lines like a hard money lender, proper hard money lender.
Oh, good.
So, brokering, I'll get to that next, but he showed me how to do that. So, 2024 is when we formed a company, and Javed, he comes from a Muslim community where they have a very set like rule against
interest rates,
but also lending within like family and friends.
Yeah.
So one of his closest friends wanted a loan, and that he didn't want to do himself. So he just said, okay, I have this loan, let's form a partnership. So I'm super grateful for Javed bringing that loan in our partnership. Without that, the partnership would not have happened.
Really?
So he brought it, and then we started as a partnership. But we quickly, and Javed was already a big hard money lender by that time with almost over 20 million in loan book.
Yeah.
So by the end of 2024, we just realized like our sources of like lead sources are completely different. Javed operates in like closed communities, like close friends and family type communities, and we operate in these national
level communities.
Level communities. So we, end of 2024, we decided to part ways and still help each other grow. So 2025, last year, is when Prakash and I spun off into our own lending company, which is now our main focus because we do the same activities, Prakash and I.
Yeah.
So, and along the way, I actually bought a lot, like back in 2023 from Julio. What's Julio Granados.
Oh, yeah.
Granados?
Yeah.
Right way to say it.
Yeah.
So I had bought this lot in Baytown. I just wanted to experiment like with new construction, and I had not done anything. And so when these things were slowing down our partnership, I started building a house just as an experiment. So I'm almost about to finish that, but 2025 is when I finally found all the trades that were missing in my list of like contractors. And then I decided, okay, I think this is, my contractors were already good, but nobody was able to build new houses.
Right.
Until 2025, I met this guy, amazing guy, Carlos. He helped me. He works for another builder. He literally shared all his resources with me, and he's going to partner up with me on this 16 house development.
Wow.
So amazing guy. Like,
that's incredible. Yeah. Man, people are always so willing to help, man. I think that's one, you know, when I first, or way before when I was growing up, I thought like people were going to like be, you know, like scarcity mindset and they're not going to want to share. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? And, you know, I get out into the real world as soon as I as soon as I start my entrepreneurial journey, and everyone has been willing from the very beginning.
Yeah.
So it's incredible to see that. So this guy Carlos, he just shared his entire Rolodex of people.
Oh
you.
yeah, and no, he never asked me anything in return.
Yeah.
And I mean, I am so grateful for him because without like I was literally, I mean, pushing that project further. I have another partner in that project.
Yeah.
And he kept telling me, when are we going to start? Because we had already spent like 10 grand on, I mean, different things like plans and permitting and all these things. And
Yeah.
I mean, 10 grand is too much, but
Yeah.
someone literally took us for a ride.
Yeah.
And I was not very happy with that. And I was like, okay, let's sell this land. I don't want this.
Yeah.
I was pushing it every day. And he kept bugging me, hey, we have to build it. Why don't we start? And I told him, hey, I mean, I have this foundation guy who wants like 30 grand for foundation. And I don't think it's right. For some reason, like I even asked some of my friends who build houses and they are like, I think that's okay.
Yeah.
I ended up doing that same foundation for $18,000 later.
Wow.
Because of Carlos.
Yeah.
So again, I would have been fine even if I did it at 30 grand. And that would have been a lesson learned.
Yeah.
But I'm happy that I was able to improve my cost on the first project.
Yeah.
So the cost I have is like any other builder, not like the first time investor anymore. So that's what I'm happy about.
That's awesome, man. So let's talk about the 16 units that you're building here in the Heights now. How'd you find that deal? How did you get to the point where you're like, this plot of land is perfect for 16 units? I mean, walk me through that whole process.
So some like slight backstory, like when Pace put us on these podcasts and the community started growing, we started getting like 100, 200 people attending our Zooms on a regular basis, like weekly.
Yeah.
And of course, like we were popular, but I was still not doing anything on social media. So there were no, like, I was not really able to convert all that to real followers like some other people did with Pace. Because I guess I was shy. But then 2024 is when I decided to do something about it. And I started my own community called Underwriting Power Hour. It is a free community. I teach underwriting for free. I go, I mean, in depth on any deal people bring, like single family, multifamily, all kinds of things.
Yeah.
So,
and when you talk about underwriting, are you talking about from a financial standpoint or from a rehab standpoint?
I'm talking about it from like end to end. I'm talking about, like, I talk about mindset.
Yeah.
Is this a good deal for you?
Yeah.
And all the way up to like what kind of financing you need.
Got it.
So I'm offering this as a free service to everybody.
Yeah.
But I spun it off. I mean, I still work with Pace a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I spun it off into my own community because I found my own strengths.
Yeah.
By working with Pace.
Right.
So that power hour led to this deal, this 16 unit deal, because one of the members of my power hour constantly brings these deals for like underwriting, and because he's like a connector, he sells these deals outside. So he one day brought this deal to me, and of course, I mean, I've been in business long enough to have a lot of investors by my side. One of my investors has been bugging me to do something with him. One-on-one, not one-on-one, with him in a partnership. So I was like, okay, this deal. So they had replatted it for 16 houses already.
Yeah.
And it was ready for construction. Well, I mean, there are some things to be done, but I went to see that land after he brought it, and there are 3 other developments in that area. That land is on the last transit center, the Metro Rail Transit Center. And I mean, you probably already know that all these investors are going after co-living properties.
Yeah.
They all want land or properties on the public transport.
Yeah.
So this works. I mean, this serves everybody.
Yeah.
So that's why and then it was a wholesale deal. I ended up paying like 30 grand per lot, which is probably a slightly higher than I would like.
Yeah.
But land is expensive everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, especially in the Heights.
So
it's in 77009?
No, it's so this is in the North Line area. east of Independence Heights,
Oh, got it.
across the. But this is on the new metro line.
Got it. Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah, they're building it up all the way
Yeah.
up to.
yeah, it's looking really good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So it's a 2-minute walk to the metro line. I mean, people can do Airbnb there, or I mean, people who want to live, start like starter family homes, um, people who want to do co-living for workforce housing. I mean, all these possibilities are open on that street.
Right.
And with the cost I have, I mean, I'm selling these houses to investors at 80% because I can build it
So cheap.
so cheap.
Yeah.
And I'm able to sell it to investors because I want to be in and out quickly.
Yeah.
So I have some
So
buyers.
that's your plan, is to sell the houses at 80% of ARV.
I have so if someone invests from like during the construction phases, again, it's already fully filled. Like I have one investor that has already committed to the whole thing, but I have so many people that are constantly asking me, hey, do you have any opportunity for me? So I have already negotiated with my investor that, hey, if I bring someone in as an investor, I want you to carve out some room for them. And he's okay with that, but I'm still going to share profits with him.
Yeah.
So that way, I mean, it's good for relationship.
Yeah,
overall.
yeah.
So he's okay with any strategy as long as we make profits.
Right.
So, but for someone to get it at 80%, they have to start investing in construction phases. Like they put down, they pay for, I mean, as we finish foundation, their first draw is due. Then as we finish framing, and then so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm going to give them 80%. It's still so the one thing I decided when I started is I don't want leverage on this property because in 2025 situation or 26, I mean, going into 26, nothing like has changed significantly.
Right.
So the demand is still going to do like up and down.
Yeah.
So we want to do this project without any leverage, without any interest charged to the project. So whatever we are building, the investor I have, he's going to come out of pocket, but he's getting profit sharing on it. So he's not charging interest to the project, but we are 50-50 partners in the deal.
Very cool.
I'm bringing the full expertise and operations. He's bringing the money, and of course, I'm showing skin in the game.
Is he did you guys have to buy the lot with a loan, or do you have any?
No, we don't have any loans on this.
Okay, so your investor brought all the cash to the deal.
Cash.
Okay. So you don't have any banks involved in this deal?
No.
That's awesome.
Even though I'm a lender, so I have a lot of borrowers that are talking to me right now that are going to get a hard money loan from my lending company to buy a few projects.
Yeah.
So, and then they will get it for 80%.
Got it.
That way.
Yeah.
But of course, I mean, the reason I want to be like in
multiple
on all sides of the business, because that's smart. And everybody that has ever come to me with one requirement always needs this, and then they need that.
Right.
So if I have a shop open, then I'm the one making profit everywhere. Right?
Yeah.
So that is my ultimate goal. I want to be the one-stop shop for investors. I want to serve the investor community.
But not only that, Chai, I mean, you know, while it's important that you make money on each one, I think you're also able to provide a higher level of service, right?
Yes.
So whenever they need, oh, you need the land? Okay, I got the land. Oh, you need construction? I got construction.
Yes.
And because they have a relationship with you, they know you're going to do good work. I mean, it's either they pay your construction company and you're going to do a good job, or they pay someone else, and that construction or that contractor might run away with their cash.
Exactly.
Right? So
if I can control it, and it's not about controlling the whole landscape.
Yeah.
It's more about giving the experience that they will never get.
Right.
So, I mean, people that connect with me, they will never leave.
Right.
Because they are getting help everywhere.
Right.
Of course, whenever they are ready to graduate, and I mean, then I tell them, okay, now is the time you need to find your own handyman, because otherwise you're going to pay a lot more to my company.
Yeah.
Just like you, I mean, you have been doing this a long time, and I see you like every year Josue is doing new
something
things.
Different. Yeah.
Yeah. So
adding
you're
to the
adding.
Repertoire. Yeah.
So, I mean, one of the reasons I like to go on podcasts with like people with same expertise or same level is to to learn from each other.
Yeah.
Because your success story is slightly different from mine.
Yeah.
But we can learn from each other and maybe find opportunities to collaborate.
Yeah, absolutely.
So not only is this a learning opportunity for all your viewers,
Yeah.
it's a great opportunity for you and I.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Chop it up and see where we can make some money together.
Absolutely.
For sure. Man, so has that 16 units, have you already broken ground on that one or not yet?
We will break ground by, I'm optimistic when I say April, but realistically maybe May.
Very cool.
Because we still have to submit plan of profile, which is the hardest part, which is like a 90-day process.
Yeah.
But with a lot less construction happening and the way the market is, I'm hoping for a miracle and get it done quickly.
Yeah.
But I still, actually my first meeting is tomorrow with the architect.
Oh, good.
Because I went through like 2 architects and didn't like their style. So finalize someone.
You found someone good now?
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you know of him, Jacob Mendoza by any chance?
No, not Jacob.
I think he's more, I mean, he works with like big builders. He came through my existing architect I have on my previous project, her recommendation.
Cool. I have an architect that he's from Monterrey.
Oh, okay.
And his cost is really, it's really
but
cheap.
He does it in Monterrey and for Houston?
So, yeah, he has a license here, but his guys that help, they help with the design and everything in Monterey. But
I have a borrower in San Antonio. I was trying to work with him because I don't know how much San Antonio you know, but I didn't know much until I started lending there. I went there and saw all these cool houses in their downtown.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, like we need like this type of style in Houston downtown, because Houston downtown, everybody's making money, so they're not really motivated to make it stylish. But I personally get inspired by design.
Same, yeah.
Okay, so I don't like to create like plain Jane products.
Right.
So I started working with him, but we ran into issues because he doesn't know Houston code and all that. So I ended up with Jacob.
Oh, that's very cool. I'd love to check it out. I mean, show me some of those designs.
Yeah, I'll send you some presentations.
That'd be awesome. So right now we're in 2026, man, and we're at the beginning of the year. I think this is a really good time to ask this question. Where do you see 26 going for real estate?
Oh my God, like favorite question and most common one these days.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, 2026, I think we are going to see some drop in interest rates.
Yeah.
I think
Jerome Powell's going out.
I mean, I think I mean, iron is still hot. Everybody should grab this opportunity while it's still there. And when I say opportunity, the interest rates have squeezed the economy so hard that people are not doing deals because they are afraid.
Yep.
I mean, I'll ask you, because you are doing it every day.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a problem with finding tenants or contractors or anything in 2025?
Have I ever had
like, have you had what like, so people that are not doing deals, they think the houses won't sell.
Yeah.
They think they won't find tenants. They think contractors are too afraid of like getting deported or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But none of these things are true.
None of those things.
In fact, I mean, all you have to do is just tailor your strategy to the current market environment.
Yeah.
We have made 90 grand profit on flips last year just because it was 2025. The reason is everybody is afraid. Wholesalers are afraid of asking their ask. So they are lowering their numbers. So we were able to get it at a really good price.
Yeah.
Then contractors are doing it at a lower price than what they could charge outside.
Yeah.
So if you are a smart investor, you have more opportunity in 2026 than what you would get in a market like 2021.
I agree.
So I think from that perspective, I don't really care how the market is looking like.
Yeah.
I care about how you structure your strategy around it.
Right.
And I think this is the best time to grab as much real estate as possible with the way things are going. I mean, America just took over Venezuela.
Yeah.
And with the world going in that direction, things are only going to get expensive in America.
Yeah.
I think this is I mean, American markets will rally. Real
Yeah.
estate is, I mean, the market is already rallying.
Right.
Okay. So the next step is for real estate to rally. Whenever they open floodgates, you are not going to be able to find opportunities that are available today.
Yeah.
Wholesale deals are still selling closer to 100 grand, like 100, 120 for investment properties. But when 2021 was happening, they were selling for 140, 150. So you're getting houses at a discount. You're getting contracting done at a discount. You're able to negotiate. I mean, because of that, you're able to list your house at a lower than market price and sell it quickly.
Yeah.
All you have to do is deliver better value
Yeah.
than 2021.
Yeah. What the thing that I've seen a lot of people, and the reason why they've been successful in 2025 is they over rehabbed projects and they underpriced the competition.
Yes, absolutely.
So as long as investors do this, I think they're going to be very successful for sure.
But it's what people don't realize, or rather flippers, is that money is not coming from your pocket. That money is coming from seller and contractors.
Right.
Because sellers are willing to negotiate and contractors are willing to negotiate.
Yeah.
In order to over deliver and sell it under market, all you have to do is negotiate better when buying and negotiate with your contractor.
Right.
And over rehab, just like you said.
Absolutely. You spoke about pivoting earlier, and you spoke about like every year you've been able to pivot effectively. How are you pivoting this year? What are you doing?
Oh my God. Like this year, I'm not pivoting. I think this is the first year I'm not required to pivot.
Yeah.
So luckily, and I always say everything luckily because I feel like I'm lucky because I've gone through all these opportunities.
Yeah.
I like to see things positively.
Yeah.
So every year since I came to America, something major has happened. And of course, this is like first world problems, right?
Yeah.
So 2008 happened. Then 2012 happened. Then 2015, because we had different oil and gas downturns that maybe other people didn't see.
Yeah.
After 2015, COVID happened.
Yeah.
Well, 2017, Harvey happened in Houston.
Yeah.
So every year I'm required to pivot.
Right.
Okay. So
yeah, you're right. This year's like it's been quiet in the last
this year
Yeah.
and last 2 years,
same thing.
I'm actually thanking the government for like keeping the lid tight on this economy by keeping the interest rates high, because now we can predict, we can plan. Otherwise, like 1 year we are going up, another year we are going down. We can't plan anything.
No.
Also, this is the first year when I can really say that I'm prepared. Otherwise, every January, market is changing. Now what? So I'm spending first 4 months of my year planning. This is the first year when I'm going into 2026 with a house I'm rebuilding in Richmond. It's a big 3,000 square feet house. That one's going to pay us pretty decent profits. Then we have a big listing, like a luxury property on the market. So we are already like going into 2026 positive.
Yeah.
Like, and then we have this new lending company that has gone through like ups and downs and now stabilized. And our credit lines have stabilized to where we are going to do well. And alongside, I have been growing a brokerage with my other partner who has helped me. Like, her name is 𝐦𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞. If you ever need DSCR loans or new construction loans or any hard money loans nationwide other than Texas, she's your girl.
Yeah.
Amazing person. I mean, you probably know her, Jada.
What's her last name?
𝐦𝐿𝐻𝐻𝐿.
No, I don't think I know.
I mean, she was in Houston like for a few months. I don't think.
Okay.
So she's from California and now she lives in South Carolina with her boyfriend.
Nice. That's awesome.
Young girl, high energy, very like, I like to work with people that are emotionally intelligent. I always say this.
Yeah.
And she's one of those people.
Yeah.
And she's the one that is growing the brokerage side of things for me nationwide.
Very cool.
And we get all these, like all the work I have done in the last 4 years in sub-2 community, building these nationwide relationships. Those are cashing in.
You know, you should definitely get on. I have 2 friends that have websites basically that will connect borrowers to hard money lenders.
Oh, wow.
So I think you should reach out to both of them and get on their websites. Yeah. It's one of them's Boris Sanchez. He's got �Ready.ai. He's keeping a lot of things, keeping the lid on for
Nice.
now, but I think there's going to be opportunity.
Yep.
And then also Joey Davis, he owns GetHardMoney.com.
Oh wow.
And basically people go on there, they pick the state that they have, and then it'll show them a list, and then you can go on there and kind of select a different hard money lender. If you're nationwide, you should definitely get on those websites.
100%.
Yeah, and I'll be happy to connect you with those guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I said, that's why I'm here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
collaboration.
Yeah, it's what business is all about, helping each other out. But man, that's awesome, dude. I love to have learned all about you, your story, and everything that you've shared. It seems like you have a really good vision now in terms of what's going to happen next.
And I mean, you may think this is a very like cliched thing to say, but I'm always learning from people like you. And one of the reasons I'm on this podcast is, I mean, I don't even remember when we met, maybe 7-8 years ago.
It's been
like
a while.
Yeah. It's not like we have hung out as friends, but we've always seen each other. So it's like automatic mutual respect. Like Josue is one of those guys that has, like, through good and bad times, he has survived. And so did I. So it's automatic mutual respect. I mean, I see you work hard. You're always putting content out. You're always, I mean, doing new things. I just learned about your roofing company. Oh my God, like that is amazing. I mean, I always thought about it. I was sharing with your partner earlier. But you're the one who takes action.
We have to.
I mean, and it's not, I mean, there are so many intelligent people out there. And unfortunately, the ones that actually take action survive and do better than, I mean, just having that intelligence and keeping it bottled up.
Right.
So
you don't have to
kudos
be.
To you.
You don't have to be brilliant, man. You just got to take action.
Absolutely.
Work your butt off. That's it. Yeah. Well, Chai, man, pleasure for you being here, man. Thank you so much for sharing everything. I think everyone that is listening to this podcast and watching it on YouTube, I think they're going to get a lot out of it. So thank you again for everything you have to say.
Thank you for having me.
One last thing before we wrap this up. If someone wants to get a loan from Chai Phansalkar,
yes.
What is the best way for them to reach out to you?
Okay, so the brands that I own are called Stepup Capital and Rising Tides Lending.
Okay.
And I actually have this is like my personal passion business and my way to help my brother. My brand, it's called Creative Books. We do accounting for real estate professionals only.
Really?
So if you or anybody you know has an accounting need, we are happy to help them.
Oh,
and the
awesome.
reason we do this is I want to help investors all the way. Okay, if they come to me from my lending company door and they want a loan, I want them to get more loans. After 5-10 loans, now they have a portfolio. Now they need an accountant to manage that portfolio. And they need property management to manage their tenants. So I want to give them an experience that they will never get anywhere else.
Right.
So that's the whole reason I created these different brands. So Stepup Capital is our hard money lending, direct lender.
Okay.
We are lending out of pocket in Texas markets only. Rising Tides is our brokerage. Stepup-capital.com for Stepup Capital. For Rising Tides Lending, it's risingtideslending.com.
Okay.
And you can go to those websites, fill out your forms.
Okay.
And personally, most people, I have the most following on Instagram. I go by Chai Phansalkar.
Okay.
Just
I'll make sure to tag it on the description and YouTube and everything, and they can reach out to you on Instagram too.
Yes, Instagram, TikTok, wherever. I'm same username everywhere.
Yeah, cool, awesome, man. Well, thanks again for being on the podcast. I really appreciate it, and until the next one, bro.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yes, sir.